I think generally a purchase loan is probably faster because let's talk about the difference between purchasing a property versus refinancing it in terms of the loan process, right? Like which one's more difficult to get? Which one takes longer?
Wow.
I think generally a purchase loan is probably faster because it has to be, right?
Yeah.
You told a seller that you're going to buy their property in 60 days or something. So you got to move much more quick.
True.
But that being said, you know, when you're doing the upfront deal, when you're buying the property, it's all about, you know, you're worried about the appraisal.
Yeah.
You know, the lender's worried about your liquidity. So they're checking out how much cash you have, your balance sheet, your experience, they're underwriting the deal. So everything's about that. Like the pressure really on buying a property is like all those things up front.
So you're saying in the refinancing, you already have the confidence.
Refinancing is a little different, right?
Yeah.
You can confidently go to the lending, you know, market you can go out to the banks, to your brokers, and you've already got a track record with the property. So in that sense, it's a lot easier.
Right.
Back to your point, it probably does take a similar amount of time. Maybe even refinances can take a little bit longer. Because you don't really need them to move as fast. And so I think that's the nice thing about a refinance. You've already bought the property. You already own it. If the bank gives you any shit, you're just like, hey, fuck you, bank. I'm going somewhere else, right? You can't do that on a purchase loan. You're buying a property and you get into 45 days in escrow and the seller's going to keep your money. The seller's going to keep your money if you do not close on the deal.
Yeah.
You can't tell the bank to fuck off. You might want to, but if they start messing around with you in escrow, you better get your shit together and find a way to close the deal, right? But on a refinance, it's different. The pressure's kind of off to some degree.